be entering into this turn lane next. And now there's a lot of cross traffic, so let's see how it does. In the past, I've had to disengage before it enters the roadway ahead. And that tentacle is way out in the roadway there. Yep. So, it doesn't seem like the yielding to the high-speed crossing traffic has really gotten much better. Let's go through that a couple more times. So here, we're basically stopped from behind. I gotta get really on the accelerator pedal there. We might catch a lucky gap. Let's see here. Yeah, so it's still rolling, 13, 12. It's really not slowing down at all. I think it's just getting lucky with that gap. So it did it, but I think it was just lucky timing. Yeah, I think we're gonna get the lucky gap again. Because that tentacle's still there, and it's not really slowing down at all for it. It doesn't really inspire too much confidence when it doesn't say anything on the screen, you know, yielding to traffic or slowing for traffic to find the gap or anything like definitive in terms of like, you know, that it's analyzing the situation. So here it's gray. We're waiting for the car in front of us. We're probably gonna get the gap again. There we go. So it's green. A little herky-jerky. You know, it's doing it, but I think, unfortunately, we're just catching the gap. So like, it's performing really well, but I don't know if it's, I don't think it's because it's actually decidedly performing well. I think it's because it's getting lucky multiple times. Let's see here. Let's try and not get the lucky gap here a couple of times. Come on now. So, yeah, pretty hesitant. It's going slow. Got on the accelerator there. That was pretty good. Let's see. If it gets on it real fast right here. Yep. Yep. Puts the acceleration down. Gets another thumbs up. You can do it. I believe in you. Yes. No. What are you doing, buddy? The guy was in the middle of the intersection. And then we'll go into the left turn lane here. That was funny. He just stopped and looked around and then was like, oh, I guess I'll go. Oh man. Alright, so here we're definitely gonna need to yield. It is not slowing down. So that's what I mean right there. There's not enough of a gap to comfortably go unless it really gets on the accelerator, and it was just much too hesitant. Even there, that car came straight across. I enabled it at the time enough so that it would be enough of a gap, but like, it's not definitively deciding, oh, that's the gap I want to go for. Here, it looks like we're gonna get the gap. So it's not changing to gray. It did slow down a lot. So, I mean, I guess maybe it's kind of seeing it and adjusting the speed at which it's going to, but it doesn't really ever stop. Here, green the whole time. Yeah, it's gonna go right out into the roadway, and there's another car coming. I mean, there was probably a gap enough, but it just doesn't really inspire confidence. Even if I enable it here, you know, it's really lurching forward there like that, and there was a car coming directly across. So that was a really good example of that. I'd like to find another one just like that. So I'm gonna keep running through these loops until I get one where it really demonstrates well that it's not deciding to stop and go when there's gaps. Here we go. And right now, I'm just not comfortable with that amount of gap. even right now, I've enabled it and there's a car visibly coming directly at us, and it's just like, it's just going for it. And if I didn't disengage, it would literally go directly into a head-on collision. So unfortunate. It's really unfortunate. That's the same performance as FSD Beta 8.2. It's seemingly the same performance now in FSD Beta 9. You know, after 4 months of no updates and sort of transitioning to the Tesla Vision, it doesn't analyze for traffic that's coming directly at you. I really hate to say it, but it's not, you know, it's not doing well. I really hate to end the video on that note. I mean, I've probably been filming for almost 2 hours now, but yeah, it's just not, it's not there yet. It needs a lot of improvement in terms of how best to put it. It needs a lot of improvement to really understand. That was an interesting scenario there for sure. Autopilot handled that okay. I really hate to end the video there on a sort of bad note, but like, it needs to understand high-speed traffic, and it needs to be able to classify that as this is not okay to go and this is okay to go. Hopefully those disengagements and stuff like that I've been doing now for the past couple hours is real good data for them to be able to go in and analyze, but yeah, it's just not, it's not ready. I really wish it was, but it's not there yet, and it's performing the same way that it has for several updates. So yeah, Beta 9 is just kind of a meh for me, if I'm completely honest. You know, trying to be as completely objective as possible, you know, not cherry picking all the good things that it does and posting a video about that. Just being completely objectifiable, being completely objective about the sort of situation at hand. It's not ready, and it's a bummer. It's really a bummer. I wish it wasn't that way. Like, there's things that it's really good at, like it just did that turn perfectly fine, but with such large gaps, it's hard to ignore. So yeah, I really don't want to end the video on that note, but I feel like this is worth publishing. And you know, Beta 9 is really exciting. The visualization is really, really cool. I think it's a great foundation to build off of now that we're completely on Vision, but there's definitely some gaps, and I think those definitely need to be fixed before this rolls out to more people besides the tight-knit group of early access program members right now that are really responsible, that really keep their hands on the wheel at all times, and you know, are really attentive, because if that software if that sort of decision making or lack thereof got out into sort of the public, the public fleet, that could be a really bad accident. So yeah, I don't really think I need to say anything more than that. I think that's what it is. I mean, there's tons of cases, so there's really no pitfalls in the cross traffic there. It really does not definitively decide on those things, and I think that's a huge gap in what it should be able to do before it rolls wide, and that's really it. So thank you very much for watching. I will have some side-by-sides and stuff of some of the stuff it has done better since 8.2 to 9 here in the near future, but that's going to do it for me. I'm Trevor, the Tesla FSD Beta tester and photographer. I'll catch you guys in the next one. Thanks so much for watching. Have a great day.